What is up, everybody? TikTok has been on fire because of something I did. I'm hearing the positives, I'm hearing the negatives, mostly the negatives. I mean, my phone has been on fire, and we can't wait to get into it. Welcome to episode 11. I'm your host, Berkan.
And I'm Adam, and this
together
is BA
we have a BA and Pax. There you go. Man,
all right.
This is about to be our first take, man. First take.
Yeah, our version of first
Sharp,
take.
Skip Loserless, whatever his name is.
Well, I'm wearing my Cowboys jersey, so I'm wearing my CeeDee Lamb. But I mean, today, because it wasn't long ago that we had a new member from the Cowboys family into the Hall of Fame, I should have brought I have an autograph card of his.
Of Pearson?
Yeah, of Drew Pearson. I have one from back in the day. It's like the patch of the it's a nameplate patch that he signed. So he signed it on the nameplate. So it's kind of hard to see the autograph. That's the only bummer about that. Those were really cool when they came out, but a bummer that you can't really see it. I'll have to show that next. Or maybe I'll put a picture up or something of it.
Definitely. I actually have a random Pax video on the channel. I can't remember which one it is, but it's from like 2021. And it was the night they were doing the NFL inductees. And one of the random things I was opening was those random NFL jersey boxes. And I pulled Pearson's Cowboy jersey signed literally 5 minutes before he was inducted.
Oh, that's cool. Do you still have it?
No, I sold it. I was like, he just got inducted. I'm selling it.
You're a breaker. You're a break and flip kind of guy.
It depends what it is. And I used
we'll
to
get
say,
into that.
I said, I was like, I'm such a PC guy. I'm definitely a collector, but I've definitely had my moments of, opportunities right there. And I do not do well when opportunities in front of me. And I don't know. I'm pretty impulsive. Not Jason Garrett. Definitely not Jason Garrett. We don't like to associate with Jason Garrett anymore. Jerry Jones once said that he was criticized for overspending for the Dallas Cowboys. And that was the best decision of his entire life. He went on to say the best decisions are when he overspent.
Well,
so
we'll talk about that. Just keep that in mind.
The exact same way.
Keep that in mind as we go. We'll do pickups. I'll do mine first because yours is gonna cause a
Mine's
debate.
The one that's making the internet go nuts right now.
Yeah. So as you all know, I'll hop back on the Jalen Darden bandwagon, which I so proudly have been on and have continued to be on. He's been doing really good in training camp for the Bucks. He's a North Texas prospect, product of Houston, and went to the University of North Texas. So I picked up a bunch of cool Jalen Darden cards. So here's one, Cracked Ice. I thought was just pretty sweet from a sleeper product that not a lot of people, I think, are busted. It's from Prestige. Mm-hmm. So this is number 25. I picked up, this is another example of Panini. I think they rushed this and they put it out. You don't even know, honestly, like the differences between these parallels besides the obvious look. There's no like notification on the back of the card, whether it's the Galaxy or the whatever. So like this one, when I saw it on eBay, it's hard to check. You can't tell like the gleam of the card or if there's a reflection or whatever. So they're numbered. This one's numbered to 149.
They're different colors at least.
Yeah, no, they're different colors. You can tell that. But I mean, like there's literally one that looks exactly like this. That's got like a shine to it. And there's another one that's got like the X's, the Galaxy, whatever it's called. So it's kind of a whatever. Weird. So I stopped buying any of those because I don't even know. But what I'm really trying to do is do this. I've got 2 Jalen Darden rainbows I'm working on. The Rainbow Warrior is what I guess I might call myself. But that's Hawaii for all those that don't know. But this is Luminance, which I mispronounced quite a few times last time we talked. I said luminescence, but it's Luminance is the football product. I busted a box of this at the Dallas Card Show.
And that video will be up. It will be up. I I've been sitting on it. It will be up.
So this is the gold parallel, numbered to I think 299. Yeah, 299. And this is the blue, numbered to 99. It's really hard to kind of see on here, but they have a luminance to them based on the color. The green is numbered to 75. I think.
Go Mean Green.
Yeah, Mean Green, the color match, I guess you could say. There. And then here's the orange, number to 50. So I'll pick these all up since the last time and then
getting
the teal,
lower and lower.
The teal number to 25.
Lower.
And I am missing the number to 10, which I think is the pink. and the number to 50 or the
But
50. No, not 50 to 20. I don't need. Oh, sorry. This is the teal is 35.
okay, but you're missing the 25.
The red is 25 and the pink is 10.
Well,
But
why don't you show them what you're not missing?
I'm not missing the 1 of 1.
Nice.
Which looks just nasty.
Oh, it's so good.
That is
it's so
pretty
good.
sweet. I'm very excited that I got this. So yeah, so those are my pickups. So let's just hop into the fun of your
My gosh, y'all, I've had the craziest week in the hobby. So let's kick things back to like my birthday really quick, because that's really going to be the start of all this. So happy birthday to me, July 30th. NBA Select drops, right? And so first of all, if you haven't checked out the Select video, what a crazy Select hobby box. It was absolutely insane. I'm really glad I opened it on camera. I think I finally broke my curse, knock on wood.
Didn't take long for it to get hot with the pack.
No,
Pack
literally the first
fire.
pack we pulled a zebra, and you're gonna have to you're gonna have to go to the channel to check it out to see exactly. But I mean, to put it in better terms, I literally made the money back for the hobby box,
which is super rare.
Which is rare especially with like Select and everything. It just the price these days, that's a huge win. It was a huge win. I was super happy. I got my money back without pulling a LaMelo or really a big Anthony Edwards or a big Halliburton.
Or even a really big auto, honestly.
Yeah, no, without even a big auto. It was a huge, it was a zebra and a couple great silvers. And the cards I did pull were just good enough. So it was really incredible. And so I listed them through my local card shop because I like to reuse, reduce, recycle, put the funds back into the hobby. Except this time though, I wasn't going to do that. Actually, I was going to go ahead and take the cash, but for the zebra, the quiche, but for the zebra, I was worried that it would go high up there because because this was a day one pull, the only really comps I had were the Prism Tigers. That's the only animal print I had for this player comp wise. And it was a rookie, especially. So that just made it especially hard. And so I was like, okay, well, if this gets as high as the comp store for that Tiger, I don't want to pay those eBay fees, and I don't want to risk that like shipping the card and something happening to it. I'd rather just take 80% of the cut. And so I'm not that greedy. So I was like, I'll just take this cut and I'll just go list with my old card shop. So I did that and I get the money back a week later, which I was super excited because I was really nervous because of it being like the first day pull and stuff like that. I was really nervous that they're going to win the bids and then not pay, which thankfully that didn't happen. It has happened to me before a couple of times, but so I get my money back and I'm standing there in the card shop and I'm looking at this card in the case and I'm like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, oh, it is just, it's
saying, come get me.
It literally is whispering, Berkan, be mine. And I'm like, speechless, literally speechless. And I take my money and I go home. I'm like, I need to get out of here. But
that was a good choice.
It was, well,
side note, we learned that tigers are more valuable than zebras.
Tigers are more valuable than zebras. My theory is, I think it was interesting for that zebra pull. There's 3 sales and one of the sales did match the zebra pull and 2 of the tiger sales were just absolutely crazy, but they were closer to season. So I think this is more of just an effective off season.
Yeah. But I was on the kind of dip of the season, the natural trend.
Yeah, but I didn't want to like sit on it too long because I was like, well, I'd rather take advantage of the first day select while I know this is the only version of this card out there. Again, go check out
eBay 1 of 1.
An eBay 101. Again, go check out the YouTube channel to see what I'm talking about.
Select a video to see what you pulled.
It also helped that it was a premier level, and the only other zebra of that player that was on eBay was a concourse, and they were like asking for like $3,000. So I was like, oh, I'm in great shape.
You're like, I got this.
I got this.
Dollar bill.
Yeah, did not go for that. It went for about $5.15.
Half a dollar bill.
But still good. Still great. I mean, that's half the select hobby box right there with that one card. But anyway, so I go home. I like did some things to distract myself. I like ripped ripped 2 packs, and I can't remember what I got in the second one. But the first one, I got a Jamar Chase redemption from Contenders, and it was a gold out of 10. So I'm feeling really good because that's like a 5th pick at the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's like the Optic, isn't it? Like the Optichrome one.
Yeah. So I'm like,
that'll
it's
be
on
sweet.
card. I'm like, I'm feeling great. You know, I was like, this is the highest pick receiver in the draft. This is a good day. And I'm like, it's a really good day. I wanna test my luck a little bit. And because when I was looking at that card that was literally in the display case, just screaming at me.
The unknown card that was whispering, "You will be mine. I was
like,
yours."
I need it. I need it. And so I went back home and I was like, what can I do that can get close to it? And I did my research on comps. And from my understanding, you did your research too. And we have two different findings, I guess. You haven't told me yours, but from what you've hinted at, it seems like we have different findings. But anyway, I went home, and here's the thing: the card in the case was a card that I have always wanted. Like, I've always wanted a huge rookie in this set, but I can never afford to buy this set. I'll go and say it is a flawless card.
It's a flawless
flawless.
A briefcase card.
It's a briefcase card, gemstone signature and all. I've always wanted that type of card for a great rookie. And so I'm like, oh man, this might be my chance. And so I go home and I pull out my Luka Doncic fresh paint rookie.
On card auto.
I pull out my Dak Prescott sticker auto rookie, but out of 15.
Number to 15.
I pull out originally I pulled out the Jason Terry 101.
No.
Yeah. I pulled out the Luka Doncic Revolution PSA 10, just in case. That was my alternative in case they didn't want the Jason Terry 101, because I had a feeling that they may not want to. And then I pulled out my Justin Herbert RPA out of 50.
Plates and patches, 3-color
Plates and patches, 3-color patch. But here's the thing. The Luka, I'll start with this. The PSA Revolution is a card I love. It's a card I went hunting the first Dallas card show video. Go check it out. I could get it again.
Yeah.
I can get it again. So I was like, I'm not stressing over this. The second, like every Luka Doncic base I've had that was graded, I've gotten again, or I've just like, they're fluid. They're bases. They're fluid. I've said this before on the podcast. I don't really believe in collecting bases as much anymore. And so I'm okay with it because I'm no hypocrite. And then the Dak Prescott RPA to 15 is, again, it's not that valuable. It's about let's do it this way.
Yeah, don't go there yet.
PSA 10 Revolution, or don't go there. Okay, I'll save the totals for.
Yeah, let's save the totals. We'll do it like Sports Center style. We'll put like a graphic up or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that card, it had its imperfections. It had some chip. It was not. I got it at a steal price for a reason. I got it as a throw-in a trade for a reason. You know, and it's not a very desirable product investment long-term wise. It was from Absolute, which for football people don't really care about as much. And so I was like, okay, the Justin Herbert had some issues on the back, but it was probably out of all of these definitely the best conditioned. But it was a sticker auto, which long-term I don't think holds as much, as well as I will get into this, I guess, in a little bit as well. For Justin Herbert, yeah, I'll save that. I'll get into it in a little bit. So stay tuned. But the Luka Doncic fresh paint, the big one, the one everyone on the internet is just absolutely destroying me for. I am a huge Dallas Mavericks fan, huge Mavs fan. I'm a Mavs influencer. My collection is the Dallas Mavericks. So Luka Doncic is a big part of that. And I said it had to be a special card to get rid of it. Well, it was a special card in my opinion. And the Luka Doncic card, which many of you guys don't realize because you can't see it unless it's really in your hand, is so imperfect. The back of it is a mess. The whitening is terrible.
Like on the edges, right?
Yeah, it's terrible edging on the back. Like, it's
not
awful.
Terrible. It's probably
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
You bought it, right?
No, I traded for it
Or you
originally.
traded for it. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's amazing. I will say it is amazing how well I've traded up.
Yeah.
But I've traded for it, and it was, again, but I did it because it just looks so awesome. And I was like, well, this isn't a card I'm actually trying to sell. So I don't care if the back has edging issues,
Mm-hmm.
And it was numbered out of 199, which remember for later. And so I pulled all those together. And I went to my card shop, and I assumed correctly that they didn't want the Jason Terry 101. And I swapped that out for the PSA 10 Luka Doncic Revolution. So I still have my Jason Terry 101 for the PC. Cool. So that's a win. And so we looked at it. We looked at some discussions, and then I think it was definitely, the value was off. It was close. It took some tough negotiating. And then because they list with eBay sales, they get a lot of my percentages. So I think I can't remember. It wasn't a lot. There was a little dip in my eBay fund box for sales that they'll take back, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't significant enough to really talk about. But
so on the table right now, though, for the trade, you have the Dak auto to 15.
Yep.
Absolute rookie. You have the Luka fresh paint on card auto to 199.
Yep.
You have the Herbert plates and patches, 3-color patch auto number to 50.
Correct.
And then you have the Luka Revolution PSA 10.
Yes. So that is the official trade.
And what are you trading for?
I am trading for a 2020 Panini Flawless Gemstone Signature Ruby out of 20 on card auto, Justin Herbert. And as you can see, I made the trade.
Yeah, there it is. And that is your pickup. And that is the trade.
That is my pickup. If you want a great
so
view,
what trade value, I guess you could say, was the what did they value that card at for you to have to hit that amount? If you feel comfortable saying it.
Yeah, no, I feel comfortable saying. And this is why I think people are too quick to assume I lost this trade. I definitely won this trade, people. I won. Okay.
I am in the camp of well, before we get to the value, I'll tell a little bit of my side of the
you tell, I calculate.
So yeah, you do the calculations. So I was sitting, this was 2 days ago, right?
Yes.
So I was sitting at home. It was the weekend. I was hanging out with my family, and I get a text from Berkan, and he's like, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this trade." And I was like, "What are you gonna get?" And he sends me a picture of the card that he's getting, that flawless ruby, number 20, Justin Herbert autograph. And I see it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty sick." And I'm like, "What are you gonna trade?" And he just sends me pictures of the cards that he's gonna trade. And honestly, at first, he only sent me a picture of 3 cards, and it was the Luka, the Lulu fresh paint auto, the Herbert to 50 auto patch 3-color, and the Dak rookie auto. Which, do we even know, was that Dak auto? Was that an auto pin? Dak,
no, we don't even know. We don't know.
We're not sure.
That's the thing. It wasn't Dak, it wasn't part of the auto pen scandal, but the signature looks the exact same.
Yeah. So it was for all we know, you could have traded away. And this is just to be nice to your side of the story, but you could have traded away Luka's mom's autograph and Dak auto pin autograph.
Yeah. And then also some TikTok also recognizes that they say fake auto, and they're talking about both Dak or Luka.
Right.
So I'm like,
so I saw this, I get the text and I see this, and I'm like thinking to myself, that's not a good trade. Like, you're getting, as far as the number on the card that they evaluated the card at as what it was for sale because it did have a sticker on it with the price that they wanted for that card.
Yes.
Compared to that value, I didn't think it was a very good trade, because I thought that they had overpriced that card because they have to make profit. So they obviously, and they did the trade. So, it is what it is. So I got that, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And I was trying to be nice. I think when I was texting you,
he was waiting for the podcast to really rip into me.
Yeah, I was waiting for this moment but I'm trying to pull up my text messages, because because I was like sitting there going, oh, I don't know about that. I was like, oh, I know you really want this, because Berkan he's been talking about getting a ruby or an emerald or one of the diamonds for quite a while, honestly.
I've always like, I even told Adam, like, how crazy would I be to just go try to just be in depth to this card shop and get a flawless case? Like, I wanted one of these very badly.
And I go, here's my first text, right? So he sends me the picture. I may put the screenshot up of the text conversation. I go, seems like the opposite of diversifying your collection.
Which I have been quoted to say, I want to diversify.
Yeah.
Too much Luca.
And he goes, a chance at a Ruby Herbert, though, would be insane. And so we'll reenact and enact the rest of the conversation, I guess, now plus some. So yeah, that was what he got. And then the next thing I know, I get a Mavs update text about something not relevant to the situation here at hand. And then I get a text message that said, we made the trade. And I was like, and I literally responded with, wow. And then I gave him the meme or the gif of Steve Carell from The Office doing this.
just sweating.
Yeah. and so, yeah. And so now, so what was the value that they evaluated the card at?
All right. The value of the card was, their sticker price was $3,500.
Okay.
But here's the thing. They do, card shops do overprice.
No,
I
they
went back
expect
home
people to haggle.
And I looked at sales, because I've been burned by them before because of this. Like, actually, the Luka Doncic fresh paint auto, I was burned. I over traded for that card.
Right.
And so I was like, that's not going to happen to me again. And so I looked, and Adam probably has like that. It's like, well, it did happen to you, but I think this time I at least feel better.
I mean, I've been burned before, but that is not going to happen. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me again. But
fool me 4 times, well, shame on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was $3,500, and from everything I've told them, or I've given them, right, that total is, let me do the math. So the Dak Prescott rookie auto is, there wasn't a comp on the Dak auto, right?
No.
That's a hard comp to find.
15 is rough. Anything under 25 is generally hard to find.
It's rough. And again, it's not in the best shape. The back is pretty bad. Again, I got it as a throw in for a trade. And at that point, their hobby shop price was $200.
Okay. Which is lower than what I had listed it as. And because when I looked at comps, I saw 1 to, I think, like 20, or maybe it's 50. I think I saw 1 to 50 that was sold. These are sold comps at 250.
Yeah, so
250, or like 225, actually, I think, and then I added $25 because it's to 15.
Yeah, and I actually went ahead and did 250 on my calculations. That was my guess too.
We're at a good place.
We're there. So Herbert out of 50 ranges from around 600 to 700.
I found one at 750.
Okay, 750. We'll do 750.
Yeah.
750. But again, recent. But again, also some whitening. So
a little bit, yeah.
So, but we'll do 750, right? The PSA is 400.
PSA what?
The PSA 10 Luka's 400.
I saw one that sold yesterday for 465.
Wow. Okay, well, 465. We'll do 465.
But at the show, when we were at the Dallas Card Show, I almost bought one for 310. So
right, so it's been pretty fluid. It's been really fluid because literally last week's was like 393 or something like that.
Yep.
So I'll just do 400 just to be safe, because that could be an off put. It's only $60. The Luka is that's the hardest one to find a recent comp for, especially without the Olympics. That one was tough. It could have gone well. It could have
recently one sold for 1,800.
Yeah, so 18.
Which I don't know what you found.
No,
I saw a BGS 9. So it sounds like yours is probably going to be like an 8.
Yeah,
maybe an
mine
8,
would be. I think it'd be an 8.
I
think an 8 would be nice.
So BGS 9 went for 2151. So generally raw is about the same as an 8.
Yeah. And then my think was, I went to the Dallas Card Show in July. No,
Or the
the one
June,
before us. The one
May
before
or
it was like
June?
it was May. It was
May,
definitely
yeah.
May. I went in May, and that card shop I did try to move that card. It was very difficult. The best offer I got for that card was like $1,200
Right.
because of that whitening. It was very difficult.
On the back. Yeah.
Yes. So even though it went up, my pricing was at, I went ahead and did 1,500. You know, because of that whitening, it is not good.
Okay. Okay.
And
Reasonable.
like I said, I think an 8 might be optimistic.
So
like-
we're probably like, so if I knocked about $300 off of what I have as my evaluation would be about in the same place. I think.
Yeah, it's like what's your number?
I had 32. I roughly had like 3,200. 3,260 is what I had.
I'm at 3,000 even.
Yeah. So
You know?
$3,000.
Yeah. So they said they had it listed at 3,500, and they're like, and for card shops, when you trade with them, you have to trade over because they want to,
Because
they need to make
take
money.
advantage of people.
But for me, they went down to 3,000.
Right.
So it was even.
Okay.
And now when I went home and did my research, well, to me, I was like, okay, this is actually even.
You did the research before you did the trade.
I looked at the sales but to be fair, that last Luka PSA 10 was sitting at 393 with 3 hours left.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I was like, so that's why that didn't, maybe I would have went over. I don't know.
It's
anyway, I went home and I did research. I could not, maybe you had success. I could not find this specific card on eBay.
The flawless card.
I couldn't find the flawless auto with a gem.
Right.
I found plenty out of 10.
Right.
I found plenty out of 20, out of 15. Could not find
Right.
out of 20 gemstone. I did find out of 15.
Right.
Which only with sapphire, which the ruby sapphire, that's not really big. To me, it's not really a big difference. I don't know. Does that make a difference to you? Would you prefer? Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
So
that feeds right into my argument that I'm going to make. But
yeah, but so out of 15 went for 4,200, I think. And so to me, that's why I was like 35. Did you find a different number for that sale? Did you see that card?
I saw a different one.
Okay.
So I looked at, excuse me, I looked today and I saw a to 15 Herbert auto with it was a red gemstone. I don't know if it was a ruby, but it was to 15 and it was similar to the one that you're holding in your hand.
Okay.
And the BGS 9.5. So this is graded, sold for $35.51.
So here's the next thing. Are you sure it was a gemstone signature? Because on BGS Pop Report, it is not on there.
Well, so it was a different picture. And I have to look it up again.
Look it up.
This is the sound of me looking it up to make sure that the information
because the set is specifically called gemstone signatures, right?
Right.
And so for me, the 4,200 card was a gemstone signatures out of 15. And so, but I looked up BGS Pop Report because I was curious if that's going to go into the next part of the story. They didn't have one listed that was in pro uniform or had a gem. And I think PSA had maybe one. I'm not sure.
Okay, so there are a couple different signature things, and so I'll go ahead and tell you. I'll go ahead and make my argument as to why I feel like
go for it.
You didn't win the trade. So the reason why the first part of it is the diversification part of it, the fact that you traded away two potential risers for a guy that you already have a rookie RPA of Herbert. Now, obviously, flawless versus plates and patches is completely two different complete places. I mean, this is not collegiate flawless. This is NFL flawless.
The legit of the legit.
So the exact card that you have, the to 15 version, 7 of 15 color match blue version with a sapphire sold for $2,068. on July the 25th. So that was a couple of weeks ago. So this is to 20, right? So 5 more were printed and it sold for, and you got it for roughly $3,000 value. Now, the main argument really isn't even the diversification part. It's the fact that Flawless has a plethora of different autographs with gemstones. You've got the 5 to 15, you've got the to 20, you've got the to 5. There's just so many different ones. And then you take the ones that don't have the gemstones, and you've got all the different ones, and you've got the argument, well, which one's the true rookie, which one's the true, base auto rookie. And the thing about it is, when you get to a certain price point, it doesn't really matter what the extra bells and whistles are, because it's already at a certain price point where, does the one that's 15 really, the fact that it has a sapphire in it versus it has a ruby in it, does that really make that big a difference? The stones are so small that it's kind of that in general is kind of like a little niche thing that they do to sell the product, to push the product, to make the product more valuable so they can add, MSRP value or whatever. The only thing that would really make it that much more different is if it was a 1-of-1, or if it was like if it had a patch that was pretty, nasty or whatever it is. So I don't think, and that's where I think it's hard. I mean, I don't think you got like put over the coals for it or anything like that. But I think that Luka in the long run also has more potential. And NBA generally has a 1.5 to 2x multiplier over football, as far as the long-term stability of like the rookie autographs and things of that nature. Whereas Herbert has only had 1 year to show what he can do. And a lot of times quarterbacks, they may have a sophomore slump. So you may be looking at an opportunity. You may have to hold this longer as well. So I think the fact that it's kind of a gimmicky product, with the fact that it's there's so many of that specific kind of card, and the value that they sold you at, I think one less card and you probably would have been in a better place. Like one less, because even if you get it graded and it grades a 9.5, I saw a 9.5 graded one that I can't remember it. I can't find it here. I don't remember if I don't think it had a stone in it.
No, I actually have it right here. 9.5 flawless out of 15 Herbert. Ruby, but no gem, was 3,551.
Yeah. So that's basically and that's great.
But no gem. But
no gem. Yes. But does the gem really, and that's the thing, is like, does the gem now, as far as when you do try to sell it, being able to say that it's a pop 1, I mean, people go nuts over pop 1 stuff, which is one of the reasons why everybody graded a bunch of crappy base cards or silvers or whatever, because there were none that were graded yet. But the good thing for you in this instance is it's not really you're not going to have, there's only 20 of the card. So, and it's a super expensive product. So they're probably the other, 19, probably I would guess like half of them are probably still sitting in the boxes somewhere, Yeah,
definitely. Absolutely.
So that's positive for you. But in the end, I think you lost the trade.
There's a lot of, one, I won the trade because I love the card.
And that's honestly, that's what matters. You love the card.
I was saying that more of like a joke. I do love the card, but yes.
I mean, if you're going to sell it, then, as long as you can get close to what you put into it, but yeah.
Which I think I will, is the thing. I genuinely think that, especially knowing that there's a card show in Dallas in October. Go to card shows looking for deals. I can make a deal and still make a ton of money with a flawless card.
Because here's what are you going to do with it?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about is, so tomorrow, actually, after this full episode is already live, the card, by the time you're seeing this, the card is no longer in my hand. Because tomorrow morning I have an appointment with Beckett.
You made an appointment.
I made an appointment because there's no way I'm shipping this card, and we're DFW local. So I called. I was like, they're like, there's no drop offs. And I was like, listen, I do not feel comfortable shipping this card. And they gave me an email, and the rep's like, yeah, just come in at 9:30 and I had to make an appointment. So drop offs are possible, and it's not like it's sketchy. They gave me the information.
Right.
So
You're gonna maybe film it. We'll see.
maybe,
Right?
yeah, we'll see.
If they
We'll see.
let you.
I'll film
Film
myself
on your
getting
way.
there and afterwards, and you'll probably see it all in one video with the graded result because it's going to be 5-10 business days. So we won't be waiting
Sweet.
too long for it. But so I'm gonna bring it, and by the time there's even the next show available, the card will be graded in my hand. So the card's
Will it get a 9.5
it's in really good condition.
or a 10?
So here's the thing.
It's a sealed card, right?
It's a sealed card. Edges look perfect, which is hard to say with these thick on-card autos.
Thick card.
Edges look perfect. Surface, I can't really tell issues. I don't want to break the seal, so I can't like really dig into it. But no, it does look. Surface looks great. The only two things are the top left, the corner might be just a teeny bit like
ding,
not like dinged. I wouldn't say it's dinged, but it's not like perfect.
Right.
Well, but like
I mean,
that's fine. Like one corner, it's literally that one little corner. It's even if it gets all the way down to like a 9, everything else, if edges and surface are 10. Centering, I think might be 9.5.
Okay.
Which so right all that together is a 10 because it's a little over 9.5 mathematically. I don't know how they do it.
You're a little
it's 9.65.
I would the way I and honestly,
if that average is on point. So
you've graded. I'm speaking out of turn because you've graded more cards than I have. However, the way I look at grading as a whole, you should always expect a 9 or less.
And I'd be fine with a 9. So I'm okay with a 9.
Okay. As long as you're okay with a 9.
I've graded 3 cards, right? I've graded like 8, but I've only gotten 3 back.
Clearly we don't do a lot of grading.
Well, no, because we're
not part of the slab, the junk slab era.
Yeah, or I'm not, I don't know, but I will only grade like really big things. Right. I don't believe in grading bases. Which unfortunately a couple of my cards were bases. And one of the cards I did get back was a base, but it was a different time. So
it was a rookie.
It was a Zion Prism rookie. So I got it graded BGS back when it was not too bad and drop offs were every week. And I could I can get it back in a couple days easy. So I did that. And I looked at it and I said, this is going to be a 9.5, potentially has a chance to be a 10. It was a 9.5.
Okay.
And I went to a card shop and I looked at it and I said, that one. So, and then the next one was a Luka. The next one was a John Morant green prism rookie. And I thought it was going to be a 9.5. It was a 9.5.
But what about your origins? You knew that wasn't going to be. You knew that. No,
I knew that one wasn't going to be a 9.5.
That was more just to encase it.
Because it was out of 10. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I would just feel better if this card was graded. And again, at that point, it wasn't too crazy to get a card graded. It wasn't that ridiculous. And I got it. And it came back a 9, which is like, this is what it probably will be. So I've been pretty on point. Actually, I will take it back. There was one that I was slightly off. It was a Luka Optic Shock.
Okay.
That I was like, I think this will grade really well. And that I thought it would be a 9.5. It came back a 9.
All right.
So it wasn't like I was crazy off.
Not too bad. So even if you put your 250 in to get this to get this graded in 10
because that's what premium is. It's 250.
Yeah. Then you will. Are they going to mail it to you? You're going to go pick it up.
I'd probably do pick it up, which I'm fine with. It's only like 40.
Yeah, that's safer. Yeah. So so even then, if you were to sell it for 3,500, technically, you would make money.
Technically, I'd make money.
You'd make $250. Technically,
yes, but this would be off season. And that's the thing, and that's my next thought. To me, going into it, I was like, the opportunity, because yes, there's a lot of flawless autos, right? but that's
Right.
not like it's not like you're getting a flawless auto that's not numbered or out of 199 like the Luca.
Well, they don't make flawless that high
Exactly.
numbered.
Exactly. So
Everything's under 20, I think, in flawless.
yeah, and so yes, there's a ton of autos, but when you think flawless, the first thing you said to me when you told me about flawless, because you're the one who introduced me to flawless,
Right.
you said it's these really sick cards that have a gem in them.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
card.
the thing that makes it flawless.
Yeah, that's the set people think of, right?
Yeah.
And those aren't out of 50, those aren't out of 99. So I have one that's out of 20. So there's only 20 of these like ruby flawless, like ruby with the actual gem. And
Ooh.
yes, a diamond would have been nice.
The diamond in the rough.
On point. Just can we redo the reimagining of Aladdin and cast you as the tiger?
I'll be the tiger that he
On point.
crawls into his mouth.
On point. But yeah, so I was thinking like, okay, so this is out of 20, it's a gem and it has his auto. It's an on-card auto, and the auto is clean. I love Herbert's autograph. He has a very nice,
I mean, you've had like
autograph.
4 of them.
Okay, yes, but 2 of them were pretty unofficial. 2 of them were from the private signing, and I got on that early, which I'm glad I did, because those autos people are getting sick of. They're getting flooded with his private autos.
Because he's been doing a lot of that stuff too.
Exactly. So Herbert is signing a lot. He signs a lot.
I mean, he'll sign anything.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You could say, well, Luca's autos were really nice.
You're not making a good case for the value of your card.
I know, but here's the thing. I know, but again, my reasoning was, okay, so take all that into consideration. My plates and patches, Justin Herbert, RPA, its value probably might not
But it
really,
was shiny.
It was shiny, but it was a sticker auto and it was from plates and freaking patches.
Yeah.
No. And yes, it had a crazy patch, but I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, this patch doesn't even make sense.
It's not even game worn. None of the patches are game worn anymore.
No.
I mean, I could literally take the patch off my jersey right here and cut it up and put it in a jersey or in a card, have CeeDee Lamb sign it and say it's a patch auto RPA.
Yeah. And then here's the thing. For football, patches don't mean as much to me because you can get a card out of 2 freaking 99 and it'll have this 4-color patch with the way Panini does it. So it's like, to me, I'm like, I don't really care that much for RPAs. At the time, it was a good deal because I was trading HGA, which no one wanted to buy, an HGA 9.5 Herbert Optic for a Herbert Auto. So I was like, okay, this is fine. And then the plates and patches, again, it's plates and patches. So the long term wasn't as great to me as a flawless. Now to the Luca, long term, again, the card had damage. It was Core Kings, which is nice. Doesn't have the rookie.
But you weren't ever going to grade it.
I couldn't grade it. Doesn't have the RC stamp, which people care about, evidently.
Rookies.
Because whenever I showed somebody,
collecting.
They're like, is this a rookie?
And I just walk away from that person and just smack them upside the head and go.
It happened almost every other person. I went to the Dallas card show, every other table. Like these were like also big like YouTube guys.
Dealers.
Who are like,
these are dealers.
Yeah, like these are like the investment guys are like, is this a rookie? And
like when we were at the Dallas show and those guys that I was trying to sell my Chris Paul auto to, rookie auto, they had all these Chris Paul cards in the case. And they're like, yeah, these are his rookie card. And I was like, they're not. It's not his rookie card. They were like, this is his finest rookie. And I was like, no, it's not, because finest rookies always say rookie card, Topps finest. Underneath it, that season always said rookie card underneath finest. And he looked at it and he was like, oh.
But yeah, that was something. But the Luca, again, it didn't have the rookie card emblem. And you had to see it was a rookie card by checking the date. And when you check the date, you see all the damage.
Right. It was
and
there.
So, and it was out of 199. And so to me, I was like, okay, I love this card. I love Luca. But now Luca's signing a lot. We're getting to that point where Luca's signing a lot. And so,
but nothing will be as good as his mom's signature.
Well, I already have a better Luka Doncic's mom's signature auto out of 49.
There you
go. It's an RPA. And so I'm like, I love this card, but I saw the chance that yes, the values are there, but imagine if Mahomes week 1 comes in, 400-yard game, 3 touchdowns, win. Next week comes back, beats the Cowboys.
You're talking about, you just said Mahomes. You're talking about
I'm sorry,
Herbert.
not Mahomes. Herbert.
That's your thought process. You
That's
think he's Mahomes.
That's like, please be Mahomes. But I saw the out of 15, 9.5 graded Mahomes that was going for 30K, and I was like, ooh.
You're like, it could be that.
I could beat that.
No, Herbert, you could be that one day.
It's like, if just be 1/3 of that and I'll be happy. Yeah. But I saw like the opportunities if he comes out and he has an amazing sophomore year. And I watched a bunch of his training camp videos. I listened to his thought process, and you can't not like Herbert. He says all the right things, and I think he backs it up with his work ethic. You watch Hard Knocks, you see it right there. He's like working hard. He's always working, and the results happen. The results come.
He had a good season.
He had a good season, and the Chargers got better. Do you know why?
They hopefully will be better this year.
They improved their O-line, so Herbert's now protected.
All right. Well, here we go.
I'm like thinking, yes, the values can be flipped from positive to negative in this trade. But if it hits like I'm hoping, you guys are going to be calling me like the biggest sport card genius of all time.
So let us know. Yeah. So let us know, guys and gals, friends of the show. Let us know on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. If you're watching the YouTube video, let us know. On TikTok, of course, you can find us and you'll see it there as well. Let us know. There's already been a plethora of people that have gone on either side.
My notifications have gone nuts with L's. But there's a few people who were like, I actually agree with you, Berkan.
Was the trade a win or loss? An L or a W? I think
definitely a dub.
I want it to be a W for you.
But
because I feel bad that they took advantage of you. No, I'm just kidding.
At the end of the day, I'm very excited. I have no remorse. It's a set.
You love the card.
I've always wanted.
Cool to say you have one.
It's cool to say I have one. And I feel like, and you know what? Fine. If it sucks, if I regret it come the next card show, I can trade it now for a really nice Luka auto.
Well, and at the end of the day, you already have a Luka auto. That's the other thing. You have a Luka auto. You didn't really trade anything that was necessarily a PC card. The Dak auto, man, I mean.
No, it's fluid. It's super fluid.
So.
Yeah. And so that was my reasoning. So, and that's another thing. I was like, if I regret this, I can just go to a card show and I can probably make a deal for a Luka auto.
All right.
So that was my reasoning. I think it works out. We're going to truly see, because again, like I said, BGS report does not say it has any gemstone signatures.
Yours will be a pop one, whether it's a 6.5 or a 9.5.
It will be
yours will be a pop one.
The only graded Herbert flawless gemstone signatures. And that is something I can enjoy for hopefully at least 2 months. We will see. I don't know.
What if he tears it up? I mean, it's going to come down to if they beat the Cowboys and he has a good
week 2.
Yeah, week 2. That will probably be, unless they win the Super Bowl, that will probably be the peak of the market for him.
If they win a Super Bowl, if Herbert wins MVP, season. I'm buying everybody a Tesla.
Good luck. You can buy.
And we can have a BA Impacts Tesla.
Yeah, we can
get it wrapped.
We can brand it. We can wrap it.
We'll rip flawless cases in the Tesla.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm holding you to it. It's on tape.
This has been a very long, heated discussion, but it definitely took the internet by storm. So I definitely think it was well worth the time. Adam, do you have anything else you want to put up before we call it? Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, not about this. I figured this is a perfect segue into one of the things that we've kind of been talking about doing with, football season getting ready to start. And obviously we're in Texas and football is king here. So we're both very excited for football season to get going. And with that comes a lot of like fantasy football and, DraftKings and all the, daily fantasy and all that stuff. So we thought it would be fun. We talked about it. We thought it would be fun to do a fantasy investor format. So basically what we want to look at doing is we will come up with a hard dollar amount for each one of us to spend. And then we're going to ask you guys and gals to let us know what players that we should invest in. So not necessarily football players only. Because we don't really follow, I follow the other sports, but because collector wise, we really stick with basketball and football. We want it to be a basketball player or a football player, under the radar player. So it can't be like Herbert or I think Tua might be okay.
I think Tua would be fine.
I think he's kind of under the radar, but it could be a rookie this year, but don't let it be like Josh Fields or Trevor Lawrence or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be mean.
That's not as fun. We want it to be somebody that like
Zach LaVine,
or Darius Garland or Colin
Patrick
Sexton
Williams
or Patrick Williams or
Lauri Markkanen, maybe future Mav.
So all the Bulls. No, I'm sure. Or anybody that you can think of. Kenneth Gainwell, like a running back. It could be a quarterback. Could be
Ezekiel Elliott.
Not Ben DiNucci though. Okay, because that guy's gonna be out of the league in 6 months probably. But anyway. We want you guys to give us a list of people. We're going to take the list. We're going to narrow it down to, I think, about 5 each. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to draft. We may do a fantasy draft.
Oh, we should draft
it back and forth.
We should draft. That'd be fun.
Or we may auto draft. We'll see. And then we will take the allotted money that we have each, and we'll be releasing that amount shortly. And we will go scour the internets, the trade boards, whatever, and purchase cards. It doesn't have to be, we don't have to purchase all 5. Could be 1, could be 2. And then we're going to go for a year, and we're going to see every month, or we'll probably every week, every month, we'll let you choose, probably every month, we'll let you choose who won the month, and we'll give away a prize to the people who we'll randomize the people who told us who won or lost. And we will give away a prize. And then at the end of the year,
it will not be the flawless Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it will not be that. And at the end of the year, Berkan will buy the winner of the person who won the whole year. Berkan, if you choose the winner, we will randomize that person will win a flawless box. No, I'm just kidding. No, we'll give away something cool at the end of the year for people who guess the winner at the end of the season, at the end of the year. So it's not just football, it's basketball and football. It's going to go from a year from when we start. So we're going to start. When are we going to start, Berkan?
We're going to start September 9th with the kickoff of the NFL season.
So the NFL season. Wait, I think I changed it to the final countdown. But yeah. Anyway, so the Bucks take on our Cowboys on the 9th. That's a Thursday night. So let us know in the comments. Let us know on Instagram. Let us know on TikTok who we should be collecting, who your fantasy, our dollars should go after. And then we will start then. And so we'll go for a full year from September 9th, 2021 to September 9th, 2022. And at the end of the year, we'll know who won it all.
It'll be me.
I'll
win. I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant.
You're gonna take another L.
No, I am brilliant. Just you wait. I am the Tyrion Lannister of this duo.
Okay.
I am brilliant.
Well, you are shorter.
Yeah, exactly. I do have the hair for it. All right. Well, I hope you guys are excited for that as well as my trade. Thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to follow BA Impacts on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as click subscribe on any podcast platform you're listening on. We are on them all, so no excuses. Thank you guys so much. This was episode 11. Again, I'm Berkan.
I'm Adam.
And we'll see you guys next time.